Hello friends, this is Chandra Biayer again from KACC Creator Kalamadiram Arts and Crafts classes. Welcome again. Friends, in the last class, we had learned to do free sketching of some objects like a pot, usually taken for still life. We also learned after sketching, thereafter we learned to draw a symmetrical pot. Now, today we will learn about two-dimensional and three-dimensional objects and rendering. Two-dimensional objects have only two dimensions, length and breadth. For example, we had discussed about Taj Mahal previously in one of the previous videos. If we divide the image of Taj Mahal, you can find out with a line, you can find out the left side is equal to the right side. That is what is called as a symmetrical object. We will not take it as a monument. It is an object. Let's think that way, right? Like a still life pot. This is symmetrical. You have only two dimensions here. You cannot go around it, around this image. This is a picture, and see the Taj Mahal. There is another object. We bought it from Konark, Orissa, Sun Temple of Konark. On the walls, there were many relief carvings. You can find relief carvings on many temples, on the walls of many churches also. Okay, many motifs, floral motifs, animal motifs and all. They are all of two-dimensional effect only because you cannot go around them and see them. They have only length and breadth or width, only two dimensions. Whereas if the same object is independently carved and it is like a sculpture, you can move around it, circumambulate it and see that it has got three-dimensional effects, mainly length, breadth and height also. Okay. Same case with this statue of Goddess Mother Mary's. Also you can find outside or inside some churches and some saints also. Here, if it is a relief carving fixed to the wall, it will have only two dimensions. Whereas if it is a statue in a temple, you can circumambulate it. Okay, around circumambulation, this is a path of circumambulation. If you can circumambulate it, then it is understood that this is a three-dimensional object having length and breadth and also height. This determines the height of the object. In the case of a well, suppose you think it's a well. Instead of this beautiful glass, cup, you can call it mug, coffee mug. Now, if I keep it like this, you can see the well. Think that is a well. You can feel the depth of this well. Depth of this mug or cup. In case of a well, also you can see the depth. All these are practically brought before you, all these objects. Now, if you have to give tonal values and then render a drawing and make it look real, then you have to follow certain rules and some calculations because you are learning visual art, right? First, you have to determine from where you receive light. I keep this object here and you receive light from here. You can see the car shadow here Everything is determined from where you get light. Okay? That first of all you'll have to observe that. So how will you give tonal values? There are certain variations. First, mainly three tonal values are there: light, mid-tone and dark. Okay? This is light. You can give tonal value like this. With just you can use a 2D or 2B or 6B pencil will do. Light. This is very light. Then you have mid-tone. You can press the same pencil. 6B you can press it less here, press it more, press it even more to get a darker shade. Now shade is a terminology used for dark by artists: light, mid-tone and dark, or you can say light, mid-tone and shade. Co-shadow is the darkest portion of an object. And cast shadow is the shadow that falls from the object. Okay. Now, if you follow all these methods, if you understand from where the particular object receives light, then everything becomes easy to calculate. Okay. Example, if there is a lamp, like this, lamp, I'll draw it again, lamp or plate, anything or saucer, and you receive light from this side, then the cast shadow will fall on this side. That is determined already. This will be very dark, then afterwards this will go light. It's called a tail cast shadow. Here, that is understood. Or in the opposite direction, if you receive light here, this side, cast shadow will be on the opposite side. So if you follow all these rules and very religiously render a drawing that you have done with so much of sincerity for still life, you can make it look